Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.
Hi, welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host for this segment, Maria Hurst. I am so happy to be joined tonight by VIP All-Stars new management, Rodney Crisler and Natalia Rodriguez. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I'm really excited. We were talking before the show, and so now about all of the things and exciting things you're doing for the kids out here. And so I want to let everybody know all about your organization, your group, and just what we have to offer. And it's my understanding we had a big presence in the most recent tournament. So
Yes.
So first, tell me about. So you've just taken over new management.
Yes.
So tell me about what's going on now.
This is my first year as owning VIP All-Stars. We have a summer program coming up in June 1st. It's going to take over, and we're going to have dance classes, boxing classes, cheer classes, just something fun, arts and crafts, just different activities for the kids. Just something fun to get them away from video games and TV, just getting them active again.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Anything we can do to get the kids off the couch.
Yes.
I think that's great.
Especially mine.
So all the classes, are you going to have like competition classes over the summer, or will that start again in the fall?
Competition is already started, but that's after the summer program. So summer program is from 8 to 3, Monday to Friday, and then my other classes are from 3:30 to 8:30 at night. So it depends which class you're in.
So the kids can figure out, they can kind of go to the summer program and, there's the flyer, awesome. And they can figure out like
what they like.
What they
like.
like.
It's bits and pieces of different things that we offer at our gym.
That's awesome, and there's so much. And so there's also boxing.
Yes.
And we are so lucky to have Rodney. He's very modest, but we're very lucky to have him. So you're a professional boxing coach.
Yes. I've been training for over 25 years. I train out of Vegas, but we just started a weekend program here in Las Vegas with Natalia, and we're trying to do something to get the kids off the street. We're going to try to put something together to have the kids come in and learn how to box, not just to go out and beat up people. I want them to do it as a sport so they can, if they see how a lot of these fighters are doing, like Mayweather and whatever, it's more of a craft, and sometimes, it's a lifestyle. I've been in boxing for a long time, so I want to bring it to my kids, to her kids, whoever want to learn, I'm willing to teach.
That's awesome, and I think it teaches them, like their discipline and their focus.
Yes, it does.
And definitely keeping them active. Yeah. We have some pictures, I think, of the boxing class. There we go. There's some of the kids. And so is this is in the boxing studio?
Yes.
So what are they doing right there? Is this just like a spar, or is this a specific move they're just doing?
They just sparring, clowning around. When they first start, it's real, like, awkward. They trying to learn how to, put their punches together. Right now, it's about fun. They're having fun in there, and they doing that. They got protective headgear, 12-ounce gloves, so they won't hurt each other. So it's all about fun. But as they get more groomed, you'll see how professional they're gonna look later on. So right now, I got some amateurs in Vegas that I'm gonna be bringing over here and to help the kids, really see how it is. Like the grand opening, I brought about four of my fighters here, and we put on the exhibition, and it went great. And so, but that's what I'm gonna try to do here. I'm gonna try to show everybody, what boxing have to offer, not just violence or whatever. It's a sweet science. So I wanna introduce it to Pahrump. So when people come here to Pahrump, they're gonna see that, it's not just about beating up nobody. It's all, like class. It's the next thing. I mean, when you look at Ali, you like Pacquiao, you like Golden Boy, it's the next wave. So I think give Pahrump a chase and see how they, do with it.
I think it's a serious sport that a lot of kids don't have access to. So I
Yes.
think it's really great that we have access to this now, and such an awesome coach that they have. I mean, with all of your experience and bringing in the other fighters to kind of get them down, teach them the fundamentals of it, and it's a sport that I don't think the kids have access to. I mean, in schools they have, you have your traditional sports, and this is really something, if kids, I mean, there's so many sports, everybody wants something different.
Yes.
And there is going to be those kids that are really going to take this seriously.
Yep.
And it's really going to change their life, I think.
Yes. When I started with my nephews years ago, I'm from Gary, Indiana, and they was out and about getting into trouble. When I put them in boxing, it changed their life around. Even to the point when they was in school, I said, if you don't make good grades, you can't box. And they saw the world. One of my nephews ended up fighting in the Pan Am Games, and they went all over the world, and they saw, different cities and whatever. And it's a big thing for, kids to see that, and they see where they come, where they go from. They can be on the Olympic team and stuff like that. So I think Pahrump needs something like this just to bring the kids, to compete and things like that, especially with the boxing and the cheer. We got a great combination between me and Miss Natalia.
I think it's awesome, and all the boxers will have little cheerleaders.
Yeah.
They always have somebody rooting for them, showing all the positivity, and the kids. You just took a trip as well for your competition cheer.
Yes.
And
We
so,
went to
how did
Knott's
that
Berry
go?
Farm. We went to Knott's Berry Farm. We took 6 teams, 5 cheer teams and 1 competitive dance team. 4 of the cheer teams took home first place, and the other one took home second, and then our competitive cheer dance team, took home first as well. So
That's awesome.
And then right after that, we went to another competition out in Vegas, and I took 4 cheer teams in our competitive dance team. Competitive dance took national champions, and the rest of our team took home 2 seconds and 2 thirds for that competition. So we ended our season pretty well.
That is awesome. I would say that you guys are doing beyond great for your first year.
Thank you.
So coming out with a bang.
Yes.
That's where we need this bell,
Oh, yeah.
that boxing bell. That's
Ding.
awesome. Congratulations on all of that.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
And really, these competitions, so teams come around from all over.
Yes.
Yes.
All over. And Pahrump is, I'm so excited for the kids.
Cheer is a different world. It's not like the school cheer, It's competitive cheer is so much bigger than people imagine. And a lot of my parents, that this was their first year, they were like, wow, like you
Really
wasn't
blown
lying.
away.
Like
Yeah.
it's a different world. And like their kids just fell in love with it, and the parents fell in love with it. So it's a great sport.
Well, the kids are so adorable too. We have them at the Fall Festival. You will see them perform too, and hopefully we are going to see some boxing over there too. We're going to be talking more about that, and we'll bring that to you when we work all that out.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
We have a video, a short video. I think it's just under a minute. Let's show it, and it shows a little bit of everything.
Of everything, yep.
That's awesome. They're really moving.
Yeah,
And
that was our
they're-
senior team, the cheer girls. That was our big girl team.
Okay.
was
That's
fun.
awesome. And they get to travel all over. I know every time I talk to Rodney, he's come home from some awesome place.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So-
Like I say, boxing, you know, it's a lot of travel into it. And right now, I talked to one of the founders of the PAL, that's the PAL team, and her name is Dawn Berry. She's out of Vegas, and she said she want to represent Pahrump, so we can go travel and do everything like they do in Vegas. And
Awesome.
yes, and we
You
want to
didn't tell me that.
You learned it here on Community Viewpoint.
But like I say, right now, I'm also a professional trainer. I just had one of my champions, Bebu Shumanov. He just won a WBA championship this Saturday at the Cosmopolitan. And right now, I'm working with Sean Porter. He finna fight Keith Thurman. These are some big fights that's coming up that I'm a part of. And I got MMA fight coming up on the 17th. His name, Bogoy Ivanov, who's one of the world champions. So, like I say, I want to give back to the kids, you know, get them going and have them working with everything else. But like I say, right now, it's a lot of things happening in the boxing world. And like I say, I want to put it together with the cheer. And I mean, I want these kids to be busy and have a good summer this year.
At the end of the day, that's all it's all about. It's
Yeah.
about these kids getting
And they
them
feel-
busy again.
They feel so good about themselves when they accomplish it. Whether they take home the championships or not, they're accomplishing something by
That's what I
learning all
always
of it,
tell them.
and they're staying active, and they're learning, and everybody's positive. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Pahrump and for the kids.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you
yes.
so much for doing what you're doing.
Oh, no,
Nope,
thanks.
no
It's really awesome.
I love my job.
Community Viewpoint with Maria Hurst.